Hey, what's up, Slay Nation? Welcome to the next live stream with Justin Query, New York director, and with Josh, another one of our directors tonight. And we got three or four topics to cover tonight, and we're also got some special guests coming on in about 15, 20 minutes to talk to everybody. What's up, Josh?
Not much, man. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Just things are crazy and busy, like always with work and fishing and all these tournaments, but things are good, man. Uh, and we'll bring up the. We already got people in the chat. You check all the live stuff. Everything looks good.
Yeah,
All right, cool. How'd you like the new
those new
video?
pictures are nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of the new pictures from tournament stuff. If people want pictures added into the intro, just send them to me and I'll add them for the next topic. So, quick, we're just going to cover a couple of things with Josh. We're going to cover the Angler of the Year, the online series, the next tournament, the rest of our schedule. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to bring on the newest local sponsor, Nitro Soft Plastics, and we'll talk to them for a little bit and share some news with all of you guys that coming from them on a new discount that's they're going to outfit for us. So we'll do that. We'll look at some of their baits, talk about their baits and how they got started, and we'll bring them in just a little bit and talk about that. So first, let's go over the Angler of the Year, Josh. How's that going?
For me, not so well.
No, same here, buddy. But let me bring it up on the screen real quick.
I know we've had some monster fish caught. Everybody's been doing great out there, myself
Yeah.
not included.
So here's the current update right now, and right now we have a two-way tie for first: Bruce Rodenberg and Jacob Turner. So both roomies are tied for first with a second place and a looks like a fourth place overall. So pretty good start for both of them. Josh Brewer is not far behind with a 194, so pretty good start for Josh. And then starts dropping down from there. We got a pretty good group right there with Dale, Paul, uh, and then my old man and me sitting there. So a lot will change more though after we get three or four events in. We can really see how it's going to shape up. But how do you think it's shaping up so far?
I mean, it's. I'm definitely digging the point system more than how we were doing it last year. I think it's going to be more of a race towards the end there. It's system we had last year in place. The guys that are in top right now, there'd be no touching them, but there's still five events. It's anybody's ball game right now.
Exactly. That's my thing is I just wanted it to be equal across the board all the way through to the end because towards the end of the year last year it was came down to only like three or four of us, and so some people didn't really want to fish because they were out of the race already. And with this system, I mean, you're in the race till the end because it is your top four events. So
I mean,
top four events.
the way
What's
we
that?
had it last year, you could not even fish the final event and still take AOY. Where the way it's going this year with the points, you
Yep.
need to be at the final event if you want to win it.
Yep. Definitely on that. And then I did have a couple people ask me about the tiebreaker, just in case there is a tiebreaker. So we've been trying to figure out that, and the tiebreaker is going to be. So let's say Bruce and Jake with the two more scores are still tied coming in Tupper Lake. It'll be whoever finishes the highest at Tupper Lake. So that's just going to put that much more emphasis on doing well at Tupper Lake, and that's what I want. So I think that's a good way of doing it, and that's how we're going to run it this year. Hopefully, it doesn't come down to that, but if it does, that'd make it Tupper Lake even that more interesting. So I'm all down for that.
I mean, and like I said, nobody's out of the race yet. Everyone needs to remember we got five events still. It's your top three plus Tupper, so
That was top four.
top four.
Yep.
So anybody that shows up to the rest of them and does well still has a chance to take first away from Bruce and
Yeah.
Jake.
Not going to be easy, but
No,
those two
not
are
at
on a
all.
roll, and so is Brewer. I mean, that whole anybody in there can do it. And some of the guys that didn't get to go to the second event, they're still in that race. AJ and Josh Lucky and Chris Nielsen, Nicole, Rob, they're all still there with a couple more events. So I know a few of those guys are going to be at Fulton, and so we'll get a better idea of what's going on after Fulton. So there's the update on that. I wanted to also bring up the online series. Um, let me bring that up quick. Just give you all an update on that real quick. See how everybody's doing. Josh, you want to talk about any of the judging on that? You've been doing a lot of the judging. I know we got a couple we got to fix still, and you want to talk about any of that while I bring this up?
I know there's one or two I still have to go back in. I'm going to try and get to it this week. I apologize. Things have been hectic here. But for the most part, everyone's been submitting good fish. I mean, there's a couple I reached out to that didn't have the identifier showing. There's one you reached out to that you couldn't see the mouth, but they had other pictures. Like that's what it's all. Take multiple pictures if you're not sure, because if we can't tell, we're going to reach out to you before we just DQ the fish. If you've got another picture of it, we can accept it, and then your fish isn't going to be DQ'd.
Right, and we have one or two fish in there right now that some people might wonder about, but we have other pictures from that angler that show what we need to see to verify that fish. So, yeah, we're working through all that, and nothing's official till the end. We'll double check everybody in the top 20, whatever, in the end anyway. So
yeah, we're treating the online. Online's going to be just like the live series, where it's going to take a couple days for people to get payouts, because we're going to go through and verify everything, because we want to make sure that everyone's getting what they deserve.
Yep, definitely. It's going to be tough to catch Jake at this point. I mean, Jake's sitting in first in Angler of the Year. Jake's sitting in first in the online series. He's on a roll, and I really don't think he's even got off the ground yet. So it's going to be tough to catch Jake. But yeah, so next thing I want to talk about is the next event. I can't wait for this one. Saranac Lake, Fulton Lake, or Fulton Chain of Lakes, and Old Forge is next. Event number 3, live event number 3 for Angler of the Year. We only got 4 guys signed up right now, so everybody can get in there, get signed up. If you're a non-member, you can still fish with us. If you never fished an event with us, you can give it a shot and do one. The rules are attached. Definitely go over the rules. But that is next weekend, June 18th. So 6 a.m. and we're cutting that off at 2 o'clock. So I got to double check on the times on that, but I think that's the way it's going to stay right now. I don't think the time zones or the sunrise has changed enough yet to move that. But as of now, we're keeping it that way. We're keeping the boundaries the same. I wanted to pull up the boundaries and show everybody a little bit on the boundaries. So here's what they call the Fulton Chain of Lakes. Here's Old Forge on my left. Actually, if you come into town here, you'll actually somewhere's on this strip, you'll see Mountain Man right here. So this right here is going to be where the awards are. So you can park all on the left side here, and on the back deck they have a huge deck over here overlooking the Moose River, and we're going to be able to use that. So that's where it is. Mountain Man Outdoor Supply Company in Old Forge. That's going to be where the awards are.
If you're in the market for a new kayak, bring your wallet with you.
Yeah, definitely do that. Well, they're expensive everywhere, but yeah, I mean, that's if they even got them in right now, because they're going out like wildfire. Everybody wants to buy them. But the boundaries are going to start here in Old Forge at the Old Forge Pond. So you can fish in the Old Forge Pond if you want to. And the way this works for Fulton Chain is you can fish this all the way out until the 5th lake. So you're just coming into 4th lake. All this is one continuous body of water. There's different lakes, but it's one continuous body of water. Here's 4th lake. And this small little lake right here is 5th lake. And this is the boundary, so you cannot go past this. The reason we're keeping it that way is because you have to do portage to get from 5th to 6th, or you have to take out and put back in. So we're just going to keep it from Old Forge to 5th lake. There's plenty of water in there, trust me. There's a main launch on 4th lake, and there's another main launch on the other end towards Old Forge. Old Forge and then 4th lake. So you got a couple launches there. I think there's like, Josh, isn't there 2 on 4th lake? Like each side you can even launch, I think.
From what I've seen, I mean, I haven't researched if there's any like marinas you can pay at, but from the looks of it, public launchers, there's one on the north and one on the south, or east, west, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so that's kind of how the boundaries are going to work. If you've never been there, there's a couple campgrounds nearby. Nick's campground down here on Nick's Lake. There's right down here. That's where I'm staying at. A couple other people are going to stay there. You can also stay up on 8th Lake. There's a campground. So either way, you can do that. There's also, if you were lucky enough to get it, I don't know if you were lucky enough to do that, but it's like Alger Island or something like that. There's an island out here somewhere where you can camp. If you're
That's
lucky enough to get one of those campsites, you can
almost
launch
all the
there.
way to the left on 4th Lake.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Is it these ones? I don't know. One of these.
No, far. Like pretty much close to where it connects to 3rd.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but yeah, if you got one of those, you can camp there and you can launch right directly from that in the morning, which is pretty cool. So
yeah, because we're going by Slay Nation rules for this one. So if you have a private launch, you can launch from a private launch. It does not have to be public.
Yep. If you got a B&B on the lake, good luck. Have fun and launch there. That's fine with us. Yeah, that's just part of the Slay Nation New York rules. For the remainder of the tournaments, they're going to be like that too. For this year. So that's that for boundaries for that. We talked about that tournament. So anything else you want to talk about with that? Oh, I wanted to bring up the awards. Let me show these guys these real quick. I don't know if you even got to look at them yet, Josh, yourself, but just a quick look at some of these awards so you can check them out. Different awards that we have coming for Slay Nation. I know we didn't have them for the last event, but things are just backed up right now and crazy. So here's some of the ones. Oh, Tisco Lake ones look awesome, don't they?
Yeah.
And that top right one there is the Fulton chain for next weekend, and then the monster bass. So those are pretty cool. We're gonna have those for next weekend, and then the last ones, that's their neck lake ones on the right are pretty fire. So those are nice. I would like to win one of those or both.
I want that. Was that the top set? Is that really cool monster bass one?
That one top left, yeah, that's nice. I don't know what I forgot what.
You had another one you sent me. I think it was in the first group of photos. That I think was the best one out of them.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. But yeah, so that's the awards for that. Slay Ray, big shout out to Slay Ray for knocking out the awards again. He did the rest of the year's live events for us, so I got that all taken care of. Yeah, we got some people in the chat there. So let me throw those up.
Lime Kiln campgrounds are around there too, and Brown Track Pond as well.
Appreciate that. Just in case anybody needs some more spots to camp, there you go. So I appreciate that. All right, man. That's all I wanted to really talk about before we get to our guests and talk about the newest sponsor. Before we do that, though, I do want to say, AJ from Battlefish, we're still thinking about you, man. We're praying for you. We just want you to recover, man, and get better. And Jesse Steele, we're thinking about you, buddy, and we just want you guys back on the water. So rest up and get back on the water with us. All right, let's bring on our next guest. So let me get rid of my screen here. So everybody that didn't see, I posted it a few weeks back, I think it was. We got our newest local sponsor. Any chance we get to use a local sponsor from a local business, small business from around here in the North Country, we're going to take advantage of that. And especially if, they want to work with us, they reach out to us. They want to help the anglers put more fish in the boat, and they believe they got the product to do that. I believe they do too. I've got some here to check out. I'm going to try them out this weekend. So before further ado, let's bring on Nitro Soft Plastics from Loudville, New York. Welcome, guys.
How you guys doing?
Hey, yeah. Hopefully, the first part wasn't too long for you guys, but
no, it's all right.
All right, man. I wanted to introduce you guys to the club. Most of our guys that are watching have watched most of our live series. So if you want to just introduce yourselves first.
Yeah, I'm Trevor Mead. I'm from Loudville, born and raised. Been here 37 years.
I'm Josh McBroom. I was born in the same area, Loudville, New York.
Back in the beginning of last year, there was some talk with me and another guy about just starting to make some plastics. It wasn't going to turn into nothing huge or nothing. We were just going to do it for ourselves, and crap happened with that, and he ventured off, and I said, well, if I'm going to go into this, I'm going to go into this. And thousands of dollars later, Nitro Soft Plastics developed, and we got into. So I didn't know how to start. I didn't know where to start. You kind of do it in your basement, and then you're like, well, where do you go from here? So I started reaching out to some businesses, and some of them said no, taking a risk, and I said okay, cool. So I got a hold of Buckingham Hardware, and he was the first person that let me get hold, and he gave me a shot and said, yeah, we're gonna throw it up on the shelves and see what we can do. So now I'm in Buckingham Hardware over in Krogan. I'm in Sliders in Krogan.
Yep.
Where else are we in?
Steiner's Outpost.
Steiner's Outpost in Watertown. Yep.
Well, there you go.
Zach
That's a good
Steiner
one.
over there. He's a good guy. And right now, I mean, I got a small sponsor with another guy that's upstate New York Bassmaster Classic, and I'm rocking with you guys. Just got with you guys few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. I know I saw your baits not that long ago at Buckingham.
Yeah, I think your dad picked up a pack, didn't he?
Yeah. Of course, you can't walk in there and not buy a pack of lures.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
true.
not the way it works. So we saw those in there. I've been going in there to get lures for like 20 years,
Yeah.
So yeah, we walked in there like, man, what are these plastics all about? Because that's what we like to throw, especially. So we saw that, and my old man picked up a pack, and I know he ended up reaching out to you guys and talked to you guys a little bit.
Yep.
And then one thing led to another, and we talked and kind of met up, and I know at first I didn't have any big things. Like we only have really a couple main local sponsors that are really local to us.
Yeah.
And one of them sponsors our Angler of the Year. That's AJ with Battlefish, and he does custom rod for that. He does club discount for all of his rods, and so that's we like to support him because he's right here in Saranac. And that was the biggest thing for me is I wanted to, because you're right here in town. We don't have that many businesses in town as it is, and then to have a soft plastics guy like right there in town is pretty big for me.
20 minutes for you, like I said.
Yeah, and we go through there all the time to go fish, so I can hop through there. So that's kind of how it sparked my interest. I know it sparked my dad's interest, and I know for me it's just about getting more of your product in some of these people's hands, because I know I've got it in my hands, and I know I like the bait. It's not just a stick bait. It's not just you got 4 or 5, 6 different things I've already looked at, and I'm really excited about throwing them. I'm throwing them this weekend, so.
I know I'm going out pre-fishing this weekend, and I'm going to try them out. So
yeah, definitely, man.
I know I sent him to. There's a guy that does reviews on small businesses around here. He used to do the big businesses, but said he wanted to venture into small business and help out the small business around local. And I mean, he got back to me and said my baits are some of the best he's seen. I mean, they're detailed and they're not choppy. And I can promise you that we go through each bait. I mean, we literally go through each bait. Everything we make, we eye everything. If there's a deformity in it, it's back in to get remelted. I mean, we won't give nothing but 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that. And for a lot of us, not everybody, but for me, it means a lot, because it's not just local trails that some of these people are in. I mean, some of these guys are, and I've done it myself. We're doing Hobie Trail events, and some of these events have $50,000, $75,000 on the line. And my thing is, when I go to one of those tournaments, I want to have a soft plastic that I can rely on, and that I don't have to go through 7 packages of in one day.
Yeah, definitely.
That's an issue for me, not just for money wise, because I'm going through 7 packs of baits, and I've done that before. But for timing, because now I'm constantly tying on a new bait. And that's just time you're not in the water. So that's what matters to me. So I've definitely checked out your stick baits, and I've definitely can see the difference between them and some of the other ones.
So I mean, with any company, I believe there's always room for improvement. You're never going to be perfect. Even Gary Yamamoto himself was not perfect. He's close. I'll give him that. He's close. But there's always room for improvement. So we take criticism. It's hard sometimes to hear, this needs to be fixed or this needs to be fixed, but to get to where you want to be for your customer, for your client, for a good angler, that's what you got to do is take criticism and you got to evolve from that.
Yeah, that's all it's all about, man. Is nobody's perfect, man, and there's somebody always trying to do it better or doing it better, and so.
Oh yeah,
we find things
No.
too ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was browsing the website last night. Did I see on there it said that you can order custom colors?
Yeah, you name it, we'll supply it. Justin actually wanted me to work on a shad color, a natural shad color, correct? If that's I'm not mistaken.
Never shad, yeah.
I'm gonna get right on that for him. Yeah, you name it, and I'm gonna work until I can't no longer. If I can't, then I'll trust me, I will.
See, and that's the nice thing too, because I mean, I know as a tournament fisherman, I go into a store and I get quite frustrated when I can't find the color I want because usually Justin's been in there 2 days before me and bought them all already.
Yeah.
So having somebody I can contact and get the exact color I want is amazing.
Yeah. That was his idea. Matter of fact, I was almost just planning on sticking with colors, like certain colors, the ones the best, the ones sell the best. If they don't sell good, you get rid of them. But he wanted to throw in, you create it in your mind. I'm going to create it and give it to you.
Yep.
Yeah, and if it works, you can stick with it and keep selling it. So
seriously, I mean, I'll tell you, that's the best ideas come from the customer. That's how I always felt.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I'll definitely give you feedback. I'm looking forward to it. I've got multiple companies that I work with, just like anybody fishing. Just like anybody, I use 5 different of every different thing, the hooks and everything you can think of. So, biggest thing is that constructive criticism and making sure you guys know what we're dealing with on the water, good or bad, especially the good when it happens.
Yeah,
and we'll definitely be doing that. I know if I have some luck with your flipping stick, I'll make sure you guys know it, man. And we're gonna go through some of your lures in a minute, but first I wanted to ask you guys how you came up with the idea of starting your soft blaster company. How did you come up with it?
Like I said last year, I wanted to. I got sick of going in and buying $8, $9 Yamamotos and $4 or $5 Strike Kings, and I'll never buy a Yumdinger. I'm with you on that, man. But you want to do stuff for yourself. And truth be told, when I decided to start this as a business, my main reason was everybody gets to a point where they figure, why am I here? Why am I put on earth? What can I leave behind that will, make people remember me forever? I don't want to be just a name that, 100 years down the road, you don't know who that is. I want to be the next Yamamoto, When you say Yamamoto or you say Nitro Soft Plastics, they're like, yeah, I use them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
The nice thing too, you were talking about the money you're spending going in there in Yamamoto's. For anybody that hasn't checked out their website yet, you get a 10-pack for what is it, $4.99?
Yeah, it's $4.99. But let me get to this. I'll cut this real quick. Anybody that's in Slay Nation starting today, you for as long as I'm sponsoring you guys, 30% off. That's roughly like $3.49 a bag. That's my gift.
You can't beat that. Not for 10 of them.
No, you can't beat that.
I mean, especially when you can order custom colors and everything else. I'm already thinking of some challenges for you guys.
All right, bring it on. That's the Justin.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that because I know I'm taking advantage of it. I know my dad's taking advantage of it. I know Joe will probably take advantage of it.
Oh, I definitely will too.
I know you will. I mean, we got guys that are right there in Beaver River that are club members. Like, it would be really smart for them if they live in Beaver River to go get bait from you. I mean,
I'll bring them to them. I have no problem getting on the bike and traveling a little bit.
Well, I appreciate that you did that with the 30%, but I also know that you dropped off a little care package for the guys.
I did, yeah.
All the ladies. So I'm not joking when I say he's got a lot of baits in here. Some people want to step up and help out and get their baits in people's hands. I mean, he literally dropped me off. What is it, 60 something packs in here?
67 packs, I believe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So look for those in the raffles, guys. They're going to be coming.
Yeah, there's going to be some in the raffles. And if you didn't get one and you want to try one of these and you're at that captain's meeting and you don't have one, just let me know and I'll just run over and grab you some out of the box. I want to make sure every one of our Slayer members gets a chance to try some of these baits.
Try them before you buy them.
I know I'm going to have some on me too. So if you guys see me on the water this weekend, feel free to ask me to try one out. I'll give you one.
Yeah, I won't do it during the tournament, especially if they're winning, but I'll do it after the tournament.
That's why I said this weekend while I'm pre-fishing. Next weekend, nah.
Yeah, definitely. Do you guys want to go through and talk about what baits you make currently?
Yeah, so we have 8 different colors of
You
the.
can show them off if you want on the screen. I can even make you guys go full screen.
Yeah, make them full screen.
Let's get me and Josh off here.
Color.
Bubble gum. Yep.
No,
It's hard to see the
hard to
lighting.
see. Yeah.
There you go.
Black piece of paper.
Yeah.
Josh, I'll bring you back in a second.
Maybe if that roll does anything, but
That doesn't.
yeah, it's hard to
Garbage.
see.
I think the lighting.
Yeah, Josh can be all over that.
Yeah, it's is this one?
Yeah, there's your frog, man. Those
Nitro.
frogs are nice.
This is watermelon with red and black flake. Then this one's my favorite.
Yeah, I've had good luck on this one.
Black
So far.
with red flake.
There you go. Yeah, I got that one actually. I got that one tied on right now.
Yeah. I promise you that'll produce. Did you smell it? Did you smell that bait?
Oh, I smelled it.
Did you smell it?
And so do they. They're gonna smell it when that's on the water. Trust me.
Next time I bring you one, I'll put a nice little present on it for you.
All right, so that sounds good to me.
It's a cross set, and when I say people will know you're around, they won't come close to you.
I'm okay with that. Don't have to come close to me. That's all I care about.
Those frogs.
They have to come. Trust me. Yeah, the frogs. They're all right. So, did you see the frog on the website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we started with, but we ran into a huge issue with it. It wasn't coming out how I wanted it to. So we actually dove into something else, and that's why I haven't updated the frog net on there. So, but you see these the holes in the back of the legs there.
Yeah, that looks way different than the picture on there.
Yeah, that's why these are different. Them holes are going to create bubbles on top of the water. And then you got the flipping style feet. They are. I'm telling you, man. We've had crazy amounts of blowups. We fish up on Indian Lake a lot. It's right on Fort Drum. You must know where that is, Justin.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty close to it. What's that?
You fish up there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dad and I could fish there.
We do a lot of Bonaparte and Butterfield, but our best. I like Indian
Butterfield.
Lake. It's closed off. It's not many people go. There's a lot more people going there now since they upgraded the dock, but it's still a nice lake. But we do. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it good, but
yeah, the colors.
Oh,
we call that a nitro caster.
I didn't even see that on the website.
Yeah, I don't have that on the website yet. The casters are actually if you look up the word caster, it's a beaver. It's actually a beaver tail. So I named them a nitro caster. This one's June bug. Or no, I'm sorry. This one's Galaxy. We call that Galaxy color.
Yep.
This one's June bug.
I like the June bug. Check that out.
Make a sick chatterbait trailer.
That's what I said. You can double down with a chatterbait trailer with that.
And then we got
get one of them in the box too.
Good jig trailer too.
Yes, I did. I threw some of them. I threw some of the frogs. I think I threw a little bit of everything in there.
You did.
I did not throw these in because I haven't produced a ton of these, but these are nitro rippers.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are nice.
No,
I bought hooks just for those.
Trailers.
I don't think I've shown Justin these, but these are more for like your panfish, small fish, but
Crappie. They're crappie killers.
Oh yeah. I know some people that are probably watching that would use those because we got some crappie fishermen in here.
Yep. And then the nitro deep shot there. This is what I was telling you about. These are a drop shot. This one's
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah.
Green watermelon with a red flake.
Yeah.
Green pumpkin with a red flake. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Those are nice too.
Yeah, I like that color. I didn't need that.
Deep
I have
color.
those bait.
Yeah, I can produce that for you, mass produce some for you.
That's nice.
Deep in the summertime, yeah, that's what you want to use. You go out in the deep water and hook up a drop shot, throw it out, and oh yeah, we didn't show
Show
them.
them the
Yet.
flicker tails. Yep.
Do we get pink yet? These are three.
I can go.
These
grab
are just a 3-inch twister tail. We call them a flicker tail.
Yeah, what do you throw those on?
Throw these just a jig head.
What size jig head do you throw that on?
I mean, it really depends on the water, but most likely probably anywhere from an 1/8 ounce to maybe a 1/4 ounce, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to throw those. I haven't thrown those in a long time, and I got a bunch of those from you. I definitely want to throw it, especially with smallmouth.
anything with them.
You can literally catch anything with them, but I would focus with them. I would focus more walleye.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But yeah, you can get anything on them.
I think some smallmouths will take that pretty good too.
I seen a 15-inch perch get pulled out with one of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's on a perch.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys hooking us up with all the bait, and
Absolutely.
I'll definitely have it at the next event next weekend. I'll have a bunch of it with me. Make sure all of our slayers get a chance to check that out and fish with it. Some of our guys are actually we have at least 4 people fishing with your baits probably in the tournament in practice. So we'll see how that goes, and
Yeah, absolutely.
hopefully they're chewing on them during the tournament too.
When you guys when you update your website too to show all these new ones you were just showing off, make sure you type right in our group so that everyone knows it's updated and they can go in and order them.
I will, and
feel free to jump in there and post whatever you guys need to.
Yeah, I'll put the promo code for the discount on there too.
Okay.
Perfect.
It'll be something along the lines of maybe like SN30 2022 or something like that.
So that sounds good, man. I appreciate that. I know I'm taking advantage of it.
So I got to figure out how to tell my wife I'm ordering more now.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're getting a big discount though.
Yeah.
Save us
So
some cash.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, and you got a little comment from one of
That's
our
from
players.
Jake Turner.
Is it? So
Yep.
yeah, that's my good buddy Jake. He's on my fishing team, the KFL New York Empire with me. He's certainly our leader in Angler of the Year. So I'll get some of those in Jake's hands at the next tournament for you.
Can you wait until like the end of the season to get them in Jake's hand?
Yeah, well, Jake needs any of the extra help, does he?
Yeah. Him and Bruce don't get to buy any of these until after September 3rd.
So do I
Nothing works that way, man.
double the cost for them then or what?
Triple it.
Shoot, if you're winning, man. If you're gonna keep
30%
winning, with them.
for everybody.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate having you guys on, and
Appreciate
I appreciate having you on. So, anything you guys want to say before we take off?
Make memories with tight lines.
There you go. Well said.
Couldn't have said it better. All right, Slayers, have a good one. Tight lines, and hopefully we see you all next week. We'll see you at the captain's meeting on here, same time, 7 o'clock on next Friday, and we'll see you there for that. Hopefully we see you at Saranac. Thanks again to the Nitro Soft Flashes guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
Very
guys.